Mark Walsh here from Embodied Yoga Principles. So, what will you get if you do the teacher training? What are the benefits for you? We're doing these around the world. We do them regularly in the UK. We've got ones booked at the moment for, let's see, Canada, Lithuania, and we're talking around Lithuania, US, and Russia. So, what will you get? Well, the main benefit is you'll be massively better at taking people's learning from the yoga on the mat to their lives. Now, this is probably a part of your class anyway. We take it much further than anyone else, frankly, just because that's our specialism, right? That's what we do. So yeah, in terms of helping clients get it into their, off the mat into their life, that's a big value add. And also, if we're not doing that, it's just stretching, isn't it, really? So yeah, super useful thing. Also in terms of maximizing clients' insight. So clients really going, wow, learning about themselves, which again is part of traditional yoga, but again, we're really focusing on that element of maximizing insight. So you'll get much better at that, which if you want clients that are into improving their lives and learning about themselves, this is really going to be helpful. You'll also get a bunch of new postures. So there's a bunch of postures that are taught nowhere else. For example, generosity posture. The cameraman's going now. So yeah, so there's a bunch of postures that aren't taught anywhere else. You'll see on our other videos. So you'll learn them. You'll learn those accurately and well. You'll be able to do at least 15 new postures, which are useful for certain psychological things like no posture that you just don't get in modern posture yoga because we've got them from elsewhere. I'm also going to widen your perspective. So if you've mostly done yoga or just done yoga, yoga's a huge world, right? There's a lot in yoga, but it's not everything actually. So the influences from dance, from martial arts, a lot of coaching influence, quite a lot of body therapy influence, a little bit of improv influence, theatre. So all these other body arts, we're going to give you sort of like the best of that stuff that you can use in yoga. Right? Because there's loads of wisdom in the martial arts, but as a yoga teacher, a lot of it's not relevant. Some of it's really relevant. We're going to give you that in a sort of condensed, accessible form. We're going to give you a set of principles that you can use, and what that means is you can do this creatively. So my students do stuff that I don't do. So for example, I'm not a parent. One of my students though does embodied yoga for parenting. Cool. They make up exercises I've never seen before. They make up postures I've never seen before. So we teach these principles that mean that you can be creative and generative in what you're doing. You can do it in your way. So it's not like this is the one way to do Iyengar mountain posture. No, it's much more creative, much more free than that, which most of the people like. We also connect it to the political. So I don't know about you, but the world's going in a pretty troubling direction right now. I know a lot of the yoga community are going, well, what do we do about it? Do we, do a charity thing for Syria, or do we, and yeah, that's all great, good stuff. And like, how do we connect our yoga practice to that bigger political thing that's going on in the world, right? So that's another thing that embodiment yoga is really going to show you, is how embodied practice is political and how you can use that and really bring your values into the practice. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're good at: the insight, the getting off the mat, the political stuff, the getting practice from other things, and new postures. I think what's often underrated, as well as learning a lot, if you do teacher training, for example, you're going to have a good time. It's emotional and hardcore, but it's a lot of fun. You learn about yourself in ways that you can't even imagine. Even if you've done 50 years of personal growth work, you're still going to learn about yourself. You're going to have fun, and the people you'll meet. This is the thing. If I think of the last 2 teacher trainings in the UK, just the most lovely, interesting, nice people. I went to lunch and dinner with them every single day of the training because I wanted to be around them, even though we were training 12 hours a day. It's pretty intense. So yeah, lovely people, and in community afterwards, the collaborations, getting invited to festivals, working with people in pairs, staying in each other's houses around the world. We normally have, in the UK, for example, we have students come from all over Europe. So that community aspect on Facebook every day, in person, is really lovely. So I think people underestimate that. We're going to give you very clear notes and structures, so it's very well organized. I've been doing teacher trainings of various kinds, like my whole life pretty much. I'm a 3rd generation teacher, so sometimes you get like good yogis who aren't good teachers. I would say I'm actually a better teacher than I am a yogi. So you're going to get really good teaching, well structured in terms of your own development as well, and ongoing mentoring, like forever, as much as you want. So yeah, lots and lots of benefits of coming to one of the teacher trainings.